Welcome back to cyberspace, where you can chase any face in the human race. And today I'm going to be showing you some healing code and some speed code for any hero in the Overwatch Workshop. I'm going to be talking about if and else statements, what they specifically do, and I'm going to be going over toggle switches, which are extremely helpful in reducing the amount of code that you have inside of your Overwatch Workshop. So let's get straight into it.
Play of the game.
So what we're going to be having is I have some code here to show you guys on how to toggle the specific ability. So if you can see here, we have our normal button interact and our ongoing each player. If you guys are not familiar with these two, I highly suggest watching my first video on invisibility code. So basically these are the same. The actions are going to be a bit different. You can see that there's this event player.toggle ability right here, which is kind of confusing with all of this stuff connected to it. So I'm just going to simply show you guys pretty much as a very simple version of the code. Very simple. So we're just going to restart the game here. And when I press interact, you can see that I'm pretty much blinded by this giant orb of white color. It's pretty much in my face, and I kind of it's pretty intense. But pretty much what this code is doing is it's actually turning this when I press the button interact, toggle here is turning from false, which starts at the start of the game, to true. And then what ends up happening is, since the sphere of blinding is set to the filtered array here, we create an effect on the filtered array for all players to see. The player variable is going to be the toggle ability. And basically what ends up happening is we get a huge sphere of radius of 5 whenever toggle is set to true. And this pretty much helps us out when we're doing our other code here. So this is just a damage self. So this is similarly set up. You can see the event toggle, but then there's this entire jumbo section, and similarly to the invisibility code, I'm going to be going over it. So if the event player.toggle is equal to true, which it is once you press the interact button at the start of the game, you're going to set your movement speed to 100. This is important later in the code. I'll explain. The event, because we basically want to set the movement speed to 100. And the reason why we set the movement speed to 100 is because in this part of the code, we're setting the movement speed to 120. We're increasing it. So we need to set it back when we swap the code back to this section. So we set movement speed to 100, and then we set the red and green in the color in the effect code to 150, and this is going to give us both to 150, and this is going to give us a kind of a yellow hue for custom colors. I'll kind of show you that in effects right here. So you see we have the player variable in red is the red variable, which I've changed in my player variables, and green, which is another player variable, which is I've changed in my player variables. I'll go in my player variables right now. So A is toggle, B is red, and C is green. I just named these. You could just use A, B, and C. It's really simple. And basically what this code does is it just, as I said before, it just simply pops up the separate colors when you use one of these, when you're initiating one of these two pieces of code. So then if your toggle is on true, We're going to start the heal over time, which is going to heal our character for 5 health per second over the time of span of a pretty big number. And then we're going to save this to a heal ID, which I set to D, which is kind of funny. And then once that's done, it's going to end the code, and then we're going to go all the way back up and press the button again, and now it's going to go to the else button, the else condition. So now we're stop the heal over time from here, and we're going to set it to a more greener color, and then we're going to set the movement speed to 120, and then we're going to end the entire if statement, so it closes together, and then you can continuously swap throughout the game between these two pieces of code, and that's pretty much what the toggle switch does. Is you're able to toggle between this code and then this code. And so that's pretty much it. If you guys like the video, comment, subscribe, ring the bell if you want more to see more videos on this channel. I'll be doing more one-shop workshop codes pretty much every Friday, so be sure to tune in on those specific days. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I also almost forgot. This code, the HUD disappearing and reappearing. This is going to be shown a bit later in the next episode or so. I'll be showing you how to make your HUD disappear and reappear, which is actually quite useful in certain circumstances. So that's pretty much it for this video. So cyberspace out.